Hello everyone. So today I will present you with my colleague the technological innovation in transport. So we will present you firstly the technology acceptance model and the diffusion of innovation and the social technical systems. Firstly, the model TAM. So the technology acceptance model, created by Fred Davis in 1993, explain user accept and use technology. It focuses on two main factors. First one is PU, so the perceived usefulness. The belief that using a technology will improve a performance. Secondly, POU, so it's the perceived ease of use. So it's the belief that the technology will be easy to use. So TAM helps predict technology adoption by analyzing how these two factors influence a user's decision to accept or reject a new system. So let's take this application to the transportation. So let's take the electric vehicle. So the adoption depends on how useful and easy users perceive electric vehicle. For example, the cost savings, the ease of charging, etc. For the autonomous car, users will adopt self-driving cars if they see them as safe and easy to operate. So it's about the perceived usefulness and the perceived ease of use. And for the last one, we can take app like Uber. They are adopted when users see them as convenient and simple to use as the autonomous car. So let's take real world example. We can talk about Tesla. It's a world famous brand. They sell electric car. User can perceive this car as useful for saving money and easy to use due to a wide charging network in a highway. We can talk about Uber. It's a ride sharing app. This app is really popular because they are seen as convenient and easy to use, which is matching TAM's principles. And finally, we can talk about Waymo. It's an autonomous vehicle trial show that safety and ease of interaction. Time helps guide improvement to ensure higher adoption rates for new technology in transportation.
Next, I'm responsible for explaining the diffusion of innovation theory. He is the father of diffusion of innovation theory, which is Frank Bass. The Bass new product growth model, created by Frank Bass in 1969, is one of the most influential models in marketing science. It predicts the rate at which new products, particularly durable goods, are adopted. The model identifies two groups of adopters. The first is innovators, which is influenced by external factors like mass media. The second is imitators, who is influenced by word of mouth and social networks. This model is based on the diffusion of innovation concept, producing an S-shaped adoption curve that starts slowly, grow rapidly, and eventually shows down as the market becomes saturated. So the innovation factor, this reflects the rate of adoption driven by external media. In transportation, it could be influenced by government policies promoting EVs or urban transportation campaigns. And as for the imitation factor, it represents adoption through interpersonal communication. For example, when EV users encourage friends and family to adopt the technology, spreading through their networks. And then external influence. Government policies, subsidies, or advertising campaigns that encourage transportation innovation, like tax rebates for EV buyers, are examples of external influence. And then internal influence, like peer influence. It's like a peer influence on transportation choices. As more people adopt EVs, other flow due to social proof or perceived benefit. So this and here I'm going to introduce the application to transportation. So the model can be explained the adoption patterns of electric vehicles or autonomous vehicles. Yeah, as the examples that we previously mentioned, Tesla is a early customer were innovators attracted by the environmental and technological advantages of EVs. As Tesla vehicles became more visible and charging infrastructure expanded, imitators follow, leading the rapid growth in EV sales globally. And autonomous ride-sharing services like Waymo and Uber are in the early phases of autonomous vehicle deployment. So the best model help predict how initial adoption in control environments will pave the way for broader acceptance once safety concerns are addressed and the public witness widespread implementation.
Hello. Social technical system, this definition and emerged after the Second World War, and it focuses on joint optimization of both social, human, and technical machine or process systems. And we can say that they interact and interdepend on each other. And in transportation, social technical systems involves the interaction between users, government policies, and transport technologies like vehicles, public transport, and data system. Key concepts of STS in transportation. There are two segments: social elements and technical components. The first is users' behavior, so how people choose their transport modes: car, public transport, cycling, and it is based on convenience, cost, and environmental impact. For example, if we take United States, we can observe that they have long distances, and that's why poor transport system development, and they mostly prefer to use personal cars. The second social element that should be taken into consideration is regulations and policies. So how government policies on emissions, safety, and public transport funding that shape the transport ecosystem. For example, government can stimulate people buy or can stimulate people use specific ways of transport. For example, in Russia there is no taxation for electric cars and also free of charge energy stations. That of course will it is the advantage of using electric cars. Another social element is cultural norms. So that means in many societies car ownership is seen like a status symbol, while in others public transport or cycling may be more culturally accepted. All these social elements should be taken into consideration. And another key component is technical. That means infrastructure. Roads, railways, bikes and lines, all they are backbones of the transportation system, and the technical capacity to integrate new system depends on how infrastructure evolves to meet growing demands. The second component is vehicle designs. Technology in cars, buses and trains, all these new innovations interact with social regulations like emission standards and user adoption rates. So we need to conclude that social technical system in transportation highlight the interdependence of social and technical components. We just cannot say separately about them. Effective transportation system requires not just technological advances but also social integration, ensuring that new technologies meet the needs of people. And by understanding social technical system, we can design more sustainable, more adequate and more effective urban mobilities. Thank you.